never get free. Lamb to the slaughter, what you gon' do when there's blood in the water? The price of your greed is your son and your daughter. What you gon' do when there's blood in the water? Look me in my eyes, tell me everything's not fine, or that people ain't happy.
Hey guys, this is Ravenclaw What If. Welcome back to another What If story. Now, this is What If Deku is a Sith Lord part. Let me see where we're at. This is part 8, Birth of the Vanguard Action Squad. The second act of this act, Act 2. As we start our episode off, a scene where it's like a Imperial city, not war. A Imperial town, as it's not in the capital. It's in one of their systems they have control over. It's a separate planet across, it's like the edge of the Imperial borders. So this is how I'm gonna add this in. So as all you see is the town being rascat, as you see fighters and Republic troopers, as you see several of these guys getting dropped down by carrier ships. I think they're called carriers. I'm not totally sure on that. But as they're getting dropped down, as they're, marching through the town, as you have a couple Imperials there, soldiers, as they're running through, as all you hear is a big bang, a couple high-pitched laser shots, as you see troopers on the roof with, their assassin type, their snipers. As he's like, sure, bogies are down. All right, trooper, continue your mission. As he has a jetpack, as he flies off. As you have, in one of the residents, sweetheart, hurry, we need to get everything out of here. The Republic scum is on his way. As you see a little blonde girl, around 4. I said, "Come on, sweetie. We need to get your toy." As she's gesturing for her toy. As it's like it's a creepy little doll. It's like a creepy little thing. Let's see. Oh, actually, I'm gonna do this. So, sorry. It's think this color, I forget the run card. I think that was called. I'm not totally sure right now. I'm drawing a blank right now. But she has a toy version of this, as it's like a stuffed animal. As her mother hands her, as there's a big explosion in the front door. As the mother of the young blonde, "Come on, sweetie, you need to get in here." As it's like a little hiding spot first. It's a little hiding spot in a wall somewhere. Now, Toga, be quiet. Don't make a noise. Here's your toy. Mommy will be back. As she shuts it, the little hidden area. As, "What you doing in our house?" Imperials begin, as they all charge their weapons, as you see the young Toga holding her ears as she heard gunshots. As all you hear is 2 bodies swap down. As several recon droids, detect life in the I'm just saying that they could do that. I'm not totally sure. It's been a while since I visited the Star Wars world, but As they get a beep, as there's one life form, as they rip the thing off the wall, pull the girl by the hair, and throw her to the, ground where her dead parents is. And she's like, Mom, Mommy. And she's, wake up. As, like, I'm scared. As their commander, he's like, Sir, everything's clear here. As you see, sorry guys. Let me pause it and I'll get it. As you see a man wearing this type of getup, as they're like, Sir, what about the girl? As he walks in, looks at the girl. What about the girl? All Imperials must die. As he walks back into, the outside. As you have simultaneously, the troopers are getting assassinated by the Imperial death squad. As suddenly, the two troopers inside the house charge up their weapons. As they're, about to fire, as they fire, as the blast slowly, as Toga starts crying loudly, as the blaster fire stops in midair, as it's like shaking a little bit from back and forth. As the one commander trooper gets thrown, all you see is a lightning shooting the sorry guys, the commander through the door, hitting the back wall. As his armor is smoking. As you see, yeah, it's over here somewhere. Sorry guys. As you see a younger Lilith, as she's like, huh, interesting. As she, goes around Toga, as she's to Toga's years. As Toga's, I don't know what's going on. As she's freaking out because she's a little kid. Child, relax. Listen to my voice. Breathe in and breathe out as she tells her to go through the process. Now, imagine you're shooting something off. As that's how I'm doing it. I don't know how they do things, into technical terms of how they, train the force. But as she's talking her the steps, as she does it, as the blaster hits the soldiers, as she's like, good job, girl. As she, waddles over, crawls over to her mother, Mom, wake up, they're gone. As the death troopers are coming in, ma'am, we've had eradicated all the Republic scum in this sector. Orders, fan out and wipe them all out. They'll pay for what they did today. As the girl, sniffling, as she's like, sweetheart, what's your name? Toga Himiko? As she's like, as she picks her up, and she's like, my doll. As, as she, hands it, picks it up while holding her, as she, hands it to young Toga. And she's like, what's going to happen to me, lady? As, I have, no choice, I'm going to take care of you, little one. From now on forward, you're going to be adopted into... I'm going to be taking care of you. She's not going to adopt her, but she loves her like her own child, so... Because as she's walking through, as she sees the family pictures, as there's not really much of Toga. They favored Toga's sister over her. She is, let's just say she's, a Jedi. So, yeah, the family, treasured No, not a Jedi. She's a Sith. Sorry. You know, because she's in the Imperial. It wouldn't make no sense for a Jedi. So, yeah. She's a Sith, and they favored her over, you know, Toga, because she hasn't done anything, and they weren't sure if she was Force sensitive or not. So that brings back, you know, flashbacks towards Lilith, how her mother always favored Inko on everything. So as she continues to walk, I'm heading back to base. Inform me of any changes in the operation. Yes, ma'am. What's with the girl, ma'am? This little one is going to be... I'll be taking care of this little one. Do we have a problem? No, ma'am, of course. No, my lady. As he's like, good. Move. As suddenly, you know, Toga wakes up from a nightmare. As she gets dressed, as she's physically shaken by the damn dream. As, you know, damn flashbacks. Wow, we should be there by now, at least. As she gets her robe back on, you know, her Sith robe, as she walks out of her cabin in her ship, as several, you know, troopers salute. Lord Toga, Darth Toga. As they're walking with her, have we arrived to the capital yet? Capital planet. And she's like, yes, we should be there in 15 minutes. We're in hyperspace now. Good. I'll be heading to bridge. Inform me if anything goes wrong. Yes, Miss Himiko. Yes, my lord. As he, you know, scours off. As she enters the bridge, as you see going out of hyperspace and hovering around the capital planet. As he's like, sorry, they were like, I don't know how they do that. Give me a second. Okay, as they exit hyperspace, as the intercom says, Imperial vessel, if you do not give your Imperial identification card, you will be a fire upon. I repeat, you will be fired upon. As Toga pushes the dude over. Capital Command. This is Toga Himiko, apprentice of Lilith Midoriya. I'm sending y'all the codes now. Confirm, my lord. Welcome to the capital planet. We will direct you to the private dockings as normal. We apologize for the inconvenience. As they cut off. As we get to the planet. The capital, as Toga, going through. Miss Toga, your master wishes to see you before you head into the throne room. And she's like, oh, yes. Thanks. She only gets crazy when she fights, so, there's that. So, as she gets over, knocks on, informs her, it's me, master. Ah, Toga, come in. And she's getting all the information that she needs in the information she needs, because, she doesn't know what's going to happen. And she rushes over to Toga. Toga, dear, your mission go well? So you had any problems? Toga's like, no, I had no problems, master. Lilith's like, no. When me and you are alone, I told you to call me mother. And she's like, yeah, mom. So why did you call me back? apparently our emperor has kept an eye on me for some reason. I'll deal with that. But you told me you killed your sister. You already achieved what you need. Yes, but something interesting happened actually. As she tells her, you tell me that you have a nephew. And Toga smiles, and she's like, yeah. Now, hopefully the Emperor doesn't, it's going to ruin our plans if the Emperor wants him dead. And the Emperor asked for you specifically. So I don't know what he's planning. Just be on guard. And she's like, yes. As, they walk out the office. You have Shigaraki standing next to his master with his arm crossed. Ah, Toga Himiko. Welcome. As it's all for one in his, throne room. It's good to see you again. It's like, thank you, Emperor. As, she kneels. Good. Now we're waiting for our next guest. Our next guest, we're waiting for one more. As, the blast door is open. As, we have, what was his name? I keep forgetting. Give me a second. Okay, there we go. As we have Dobby. He's fully cloaked. Walking down walking down to the throne room like, a strange, like a dangerous aura about him. As everyone whispered, it's, a few people whispered of the people that know who he is, what his rank is. It's Emperor's Wrath. Sorry. As he gets to the main door, as he's like, move. As they move, as he, goes into the throne room, as he kneels down, passing Toga, and not even looking at Shigaraki. Emperor, you have summoned me. Good, my Emperor's Wrath. As Toga and Shigaraki look at, because they've never seen the Emperor's Wrath. Master, what's this about? Silence. Shigaraki. As he waves his hand. Yes, my master. Now, first off, I want to congratulate you, specifically Toga, on your work. I'm sorry. Don't think your, hard work hasn't gone unnoticed. Nothing in this empire goes through without me seeing it. As he looks towards Lilith, as she's like, gulps, as she's like, good. Now, as she shows, videos of what she's been up to. Now, I don't mind, killing, some personal grudges now and then, but I will not allow you to use my military to such a degree to target one woman. But I do applaud you, your initiative in this matter, Lady Lilith. But please inform me of such actions in the future, or it will be unpleasant for you. Do I make myself clear? Yes, Lilith's like, yes, my Emperor. Good. Now, this is because to why I all summon you here today. As they show clips of Izuku. As he's like... Show clips of Izuku using his powers, and he's been keeping an eye on the boy ever since he felt his presence. As everyone's like... Lilith's eyes are widening. No. Like... She knows what's about to happen. Now, this young man intrigues me. I've felt his presence a while back ago. I thought it was just a fluke. But the Force works in many ways. Enough said. I want you to bring this. That's why I gather all three of you here to form a little task force. What shall I call this task force, I wonder? As Shigaraki, Master, what do you mean? You want me to partner up with them? As, Dobby gets up. Do we have a problem here, boy? Like, do you have a problem with me? As he's giving out, little. Yeah, they're, they don't like each other from the start. As the Emperor's like, quiet, you two. Oh, I got it. As he's like, I shall call this little group called the Vanguard Death Squad. My wrath, you will be in charge of this elite unit. As Shigaraki's like, what? Master, shouldn't I? No, you've proved. Yes, you have done very well. But you haven't hit that point yet for me to entrust you as a leader role just yet, my young Shigaraki. Be patient in time. He's like, yes, master. Now, I want you to find this boy and bring him to me alive. I mean alive, Shigaraki. Yes, master. You may go. As he said, yes, master. As he's like, good. As all for one's laughing, the Emperor's laughing evilly. As we cut to, Izuku. As it's that night after, it's the same night after he did that whole, explosion. As she's like, Izuku's laying in bed as the door opens, the little door. They're still in the abandoned house. In that, nasty planet. As Shoto's like, Izuku, are you still up? As Izuku's like, yeah, Shoto, what's up? As she just, goes in and lays in next to him. And she's like, what you, like, Izuku's like, what are you doing? It's cold. My room's freezing. As, she's using him for warmth. Fine, Shoto. You gotta be careful about that. I'm a boy still. I'm a guy. And she's like, that doesn't matter. I trust you. As Izuku's like, you shouldn't be so trusting. After all, I am what you call a sith. And she's like, shut up. As she turns around and looks in Izuku in the eye, and she's like, I know you're going to bring up that little kiss I did earlier tonight. Just please, give me some time. I have a lot of things, emotion stuff going through. I just need to work out. As Izuku's like, I was going to ask, but wasn't totally sure because I didn't even know what to think about that right now. As, Izuku sighs. Fine, Shota. I would love to, hear your explanation on that. That would be, very intriguing. As he smirks. And she's like, shut up. As, as she, touches Izuku's cheek. And she's like, thank you for, not pushing the issue. As Izuku's like, it's fine, Shoto. As it's female Shoto, so, just let you guys know this Shoto is a female, so if you've kept up with the rest of the story, so as, they fall asleep, as we cut to, the bar, the cantina, that Izuku's planet's on. As you're in the back room, as there's a device, as he types a couple things in, as a holograph projection of the Emperor pulls up. Ah, Gary, what do you have for me? And he's like, I met the boy that you mentioned. He has made contact. good. Wasn't good, Shigaraki. Continue observing the boy. Don't engage. Just watch what he does. What has he been up to recently, Gary? As he's sending the data chip. I'm sending the data chip now, my lord. He seems like he was trying to get an audience with the hut. Most likely to get supplies. That's most likely the reason here. In order to get supplies, you have to go through the huts to get permission first. Interesting. So I take it this group over here you mentioned, Skull supping? He's like, yes, Emperor. Good. And have they, how are their operations? Pretty, the boy in mention wiped them out. Interesting. So he's not I'm intrigued even more. Continue your mission, Gary. Yes, my lord. As he cuts off, as he, Gary gets up, fixes his tie as he goes out the building. Just to continue his little job, his little front. Okay, I'm back. As we cut to, the Vanguard action squad. As Toga walks past her master, as she grabs her, sweetheart, daughter, as she whispers, make sure he's brought back alive. I know he ordered it, but his apprentice, he's weak-minded. And she's like, yes, of course, master. As she walks off. So, as she's walking with Shigaraki and Dabi, you want to do a carpool? Like, you want to work? You all want to fly in one ship? As they're like, no, hell no. I'm not going to stay in one occupied area with this douche. As Shigaraki looks at, Dabi. And she's like, we'll see, little Shigaraki. What did you say? You heard me. And so it's like, all right, come on, boys. We're on a job after all. We gotta, work together. Unless you wanna, piss off the boss man. As Shigaraki's the emperor. Mind your manners. As, Toga, bows and like, yes, your majesty. As Dolby kind of laughs about that. It's just like, as they all, split off in their ships, as they got their location down. They just need to stop someplace to gather, troops. What they have planned. So, we're going to probably stop it there. Yeah, we're going to stop it there. In the next part, I'll probably upload, another part is on tomorrow, too. So, I got really into doing this again, so. But, starting Thursday, my regular What If will be continuing. This is on my days off, I do random ones. So, Thursday, my Nomu deku will be continued to the next part. So later today will be the cooler What If I have going on. So I'll do another part of that probably later tonight because I'm going to be busy here in a little bit. So hope you guys have a good night and day judging by time zones. All right, you guys have a good time. All right, bye.